Boza Mining District. I'm also president of Delta Gold Diggers, so I'm coming to you in two folds today. First things first, I'm going to represent the mining district and the coalition of mining districts. How many in here are claim owners? How many in here got a formal notice about this meeting today from the water board? Okay, let the record show 2. And because you guys were signed up on their website, correct? Okay.
Correct.
So nobody received a formal notice of this hearing or workshop, which really is in violation of our property laws as well as our water rights. Okay. Secondly, as a mining district, we do have local authority in our areas, and we weren't consulted about this. And we're set under congressional law, Mining Law 1872, to set the practices and standards for the industry. Again, weren't consulted on that. You can go to miningdistricts.com if you'd like to locate us. So I'm going to take off that hat real quick. I think that's been addressed good enough. I'm going to put on my Delta Gold Diggers hat, which is a mining association, and we educate the beginning miner all the way up to the experienced. Some things that, believe it or not, they don't even know. And I learn daily myself. But one of the things that I keep hearing is 2%. 2% of mercury goes back into the creek. Okay, I think we all agreed on that. But what occurs naturally? I think Jeremiah hit that correctly. I think the study hit that correctly. Mercury occurs naturally. It's in our environment. It will occur whether we're dredging, whether we're swimming, whether we're doing any outdoor activity or not. It's going to be in our water. In fact, I got my little bag of tricks. I'm not going to perform magic, trust me. Anybody recognize what this is? It's a bottle of water, right? The gentleman earlier showed a water filter, right? Why do we drink a bottle of water and pay more than a gallon of gasoline for it? And why do we have water filters? Our water is polluted, right? That's why we try to filter it. That's why we try to take all the stuff out. So if our water is polluted anyway, and we're going to buy filters to put in our water faucets, our home filtration, our cups, miners and campers and hikers and bird watchers all carry the straw, if you're familiar with that, to where if they run out of bottled water, they can suck out of the streams. Used to be a time where you just drank out of the streams. When I was a kid, we just used to drink out of the streams. Now we put things in the water to filter. Why do we do that? Well, there goes my magic bag. This is what we take out of the streams. Delta Gold Diggers has a project that we do every meeting. We have people bring in their junk that they find in the rivers and streams. And to date, we've taken over 12 tons of trash just in our normal daily duties. I would present to you that miners in this room and abroad are one of the biggest environmental groups that you'll ever have the pleasure and benefit of associating with. I don't know of another association that does this on a day-to-day basis, in and out. Now, what you guys have done, excuse me, I got my bag of tricks. Where'd it go? There it is. Sorry about that. What you've done with SB 637, it's not an illegal law because California can and did regulate their property. They can't regulate with that on federal property. But what they've done, they've taken a miner that basically uses essential tools like a pan. Anybody know what this is?
Sniffer bottle.
The sniffer bottle, right? Pretty inconspicuous, Pretty basic stuff, right? Well, basically under 637, you could possibly be dredging with this. This is a sucker bottle. You put it in a pan, you suck up material in it. This little bottle has a little bit of gold in it. That's how you get your gold out of your pan. It's done in everyday mining activity. So you've essentially turned every miner in this room and every miner in this state into a criminal by using basic tools. I'm sure that's not the spirit of the law, and it's not the spirit of California, and it definitely goes against our heritage. Now, getting back to mercury. Mercury is not the only thing that comes out of the stream. It's been admitted by the Sierra Fund. It's been admitted by Mr. Harper. We take out lead and those kinds of things as well. Matter of fact, we take out a great deal of pollutants from the river. And we take out a great deal of pollutants that's put there by other recreationalists. Now, we don't call ourselves recreational. In fact, the law calls us miners. We're not recreationalists. So just for you non-miners, understand that. We're actually governed by the 1872 mining law, and we have rights and privileges under those, or no privileges. We have rights and standards under those laws. But what would you rather drink? Would you rather drink this water with 100% of the mercury in it, and 100% of the lead, fishing weights, sunglasses, McDonald's wrappers, undershorts? I can't tell you what all we've taken out of rivers and creeks. You want that in your bottle of water? Or do you want to continue to drink clean, healthy, natural water? I would submit to you today that everybody that puts a dredge in the water or dips a pan, these are your water filters. These are the people that are your true environmentalists that are cleaning the stream. To limit those, to put any more undue burden on those, should be criminal. You're removing over 98% of the crap that's in your streams. You want your grandchildren to go out there and swim with glass and lead and all of those kinds of materials? Oh, great, we're switching from lead to tin. Read the studies on tin. Tin can almost be just as detrimental, if not worse, than lead, if you read the studies on it. You have a group of people that take this stuff out for free. You should be paying them. You shouldn't be limiting them. A, you don't have the right to limit them. You don't have the laws behind you to limit them. And it's just plain criminal to limit them. I would suggest on both behalf of the Delta Gold Diggers and Mariposa mining districts, as well as the coalition of mining districts, that no permitting process be enforced, and that you put a waiver on this activity as instructed to you by law. Thank you.